Hi everyone, so I was called to do something different today. I had a few different ideas for what I was going to do on video for you, and I actually used my tarot cards for guidance as to what messages need to be brought forth for you. So I wanted to demonstrate today how you can actually work with different card decks together, and you'll see how well they can actually work and give you more in-depth readings by using more than one deck at a time. So today I was called to do life purpose or career readings, and the deck that I'm working with is the Life Purpose Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. So these are quite an old deck. They've been around now for quite a few years, but they're really great for giving you guidance and insight when it comes to discovering your life purpose and what careers would kind of be suitable to you as a person. So I want you to keep in mind that your life purpose doesn't necessarily need to be a professional career. It could be something that you can do through a hobby, or it might be that you're a messenger of some kind, so you work to help spirit on the earth plane by passing on messages, and you might not do that professionally, but you might do that through guidance and advice that you give friends and family or colleagues, or it could be that you're an artist, but you don't sell your work. You do it because it's what you enjoy doing, and you channel images and put those onto paper, and that's your kind of creative flow. So yes, just keep in mind that it doesn't necessarily need to be a paid career, but this may give you an insight into what you could be doing, or something that maybe you've already discovered, but it's just confirmation that that is part of your life purpose. So the other deck I'm working with is the Light Seers Tarot. So I love working with tarot cards. I've been working with tarot since I was 21. So that was when I got my first ever tarot deck bought for me. So that's over 16 years that I've been reading cards. So I started off with tarot, and then later on ventured into oracle cards. But at the time, oracle cards weren't such a big thing. They were only just kind of coming into popularity. So tarot was very much the one thing that was around back then. So, okay, so life purpose oracle cards. They're also angel cards as well. So you can see this beautiful angel on the front here with her wings. So I like to work with angel cards and tarot together. I just think that with angel cards, they are so high vibration. You can really feel the positivity and the loving messages that come through with angel cards. And with tarot, you've got that kind of acknowledgement of the shadow side of life. So I'd say that's the difference between oracle. Oracle cards are generally more positive and uplifting, in particular angel cards or unicorn cards, because they're both from the higher realms. So they're super, super positive. And tarot acknowledges that life has its ups and downs, that things aren't always plain sailing. So it kind of acknowledges the shadow as well as the light. And this particular deck, I really love the artwork. It's very bohemian, and I think that it's actually quite a light deck when it comes to tarot, because I've worked with so many different ones, and you know, everybody has different preferences. Some people are more kind of grounded and prefer earth-based decks, you know, more pagan, more Wiccan, and some people prefer more angelic, high vibration decks. I've got so many different ones, but this is my new favourite. I really, really love these. So what I've done is I've cleansed the decks. I've actually organised them into 3 piles. So the first pile is the Opalite Angel that I've chosen for this reading. So this will be reading A. So Opalite is for reading A. For reading B, you've got Aventurine Angel. And then for reading C, you have got the Tiger's Eye Angel, okay? So there's 3 readings. The idea of this is to give you guidance that is appropriate to where you are at the moment on your life's journey. And out of the 3 angels, you'll be drawn to one. So A, Opalite, B, Aventurine, or C, Tiger's Eye, okay? And now these crystals all have different benefits as well, if you are interested in the terminology behind the crystal. So opalite is very much an angelic crystal. So I would say this is more crown chakra, connects you to the higher realms, very high vibrational energy. Aventurine is a stone of luck, and it's actually a great crystal to take with you on your travels to keep you safe as well. So if you're a bit of an adventurer, then maybe the Aventurine is for you. And Tiger's Eye is great for grounding and protection. So it keeps negativity at bay, it makes you feel protected, and it also works with the root chakra, so it brings you back down to earth. Aventurine, being the colour green, is associated with the heart chakra, so very much your heart centre, your emotional health, and it's the masculine part of the heart as well. So it might be that you need to bring that into balance. Okay, so what I've done is I've selected 3 cards from each deck for each reading, so 6 cards per reading, and the aim is to basically turn them over. So the first 3 I will reveal, and then I will then reveal the second 3 cards, and you can actually from top to bottom read the cards to give a more in-depth reading. So the first row will be life purpose, and then the second row will be Lightseer's Tarot, and the whole point of this exercise is to give you a more in-depth reading from just the information alone on the life purpose oracle cards. So hopefully you will enjoy this video and it will make sense to you. So I'm going to start with reading A with the Opalite Angel. So I'm just going to lay the cards out and see what we have here. Okay. So really interesting. Okay, so the first card is options. So it says, consider the career possibilities that are open to you. The second card is author, and it says, you have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed, make the time to write it. The third card is creative expression, and it says your soul longs to express itself creatively. Okay, and then for the Lightseer's row, you've got the Empress. You've got the Ten of Cups. And you've got the Hierophant. Okay, so straight away, this person is very creative and very spiritual. And I feel the guidance I'm getting for you is that you need to be creating the two together. So channeling your spirituality for your creative work. So you're at a point in your life where you've got options and you're at a bit of a crossroads. So you're kind of looking into what options are available to you. And when I look at this angel here, she's holding scales, which make me think of the star sign Libra, which is associated with justice as well. So you're very much somebody that wants justice for others. You're somebody that really fights for the underdog. And also what I'm seeing is that you may be transitioning from a more corporate company, maybe in legal matters, but definitely you are transitioning from a corporate role possibly into another type of career. Sorry about that, that was my cat food, not for me, for my cat, that was just dispensed. Interestingly, underneath you've got the Empress. Okay, so this is a card of creativity, so it's birthing something new. So it could be a new project or birthing a new career, could actually be giving birth to a child. It's very much the mother card, so you're somebody that's very gentle, very nurturing, wants to look after others, and you've got a deep connection with Gaia, Mother Earth here as well. So you're somebody that has great love for nature and the planet. So this is a really exciting time because I feel like you are in the process of creating something new in your life. And this is like an incubation period, that this is the time that you kind of journey within and think about the next steps, what to take, what action is required. So it could be that you're actually toying with, do you start a family and concentrate on being a mum, or do you think about your own career and doing something completely different? So it's like balancing those needs again, the balance with the scales here. So whatever decision you make, you've got to kind of think about all of your options carefully and make sure it's the right decision. Okay, so the next card is Author. So you have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed and make the time to write it. So you may be somebody that has always longed to maybe get into creative writing, or you're somebody that likes poetry, writing poetries, or just somebody that really enjoys journaling. So for you, your creative expression is through the written word. So it might be that, you kind of want to do more of that, and maybe you're in a career at the moment that doesn't allow you to do so much of this, but the angels are basically saying that you've got it within you to do this, to be an author, to write a book if you want to, write a play, write a script. You could be somebody that wants to get into writing messages in cards. It could be that you want to create your own tarot or oracle card deck, so there's so many different meanings to this for you, and hopefully this will make perfect sense. What's interesting is that underneath you've got the Ten of Cups. Okay, so Ten of Cups in tarot is Happy Families card, so it's all about your relationships with others and how important family is to you. I always think of me and my best friend and her children on this card. It very much makes me think of your soul family and those that you're closest to, and that relationship is really important. It is so nurturing for you, the relationship you have with your own family. And maybe it is that actually you want to write a book about your experiences within your family, or something from your past that's inspired you, so your life story maybe even, which is really interesting. So yeah, it's basically, with your writing, use your relationships as inspiration. Maybe you want to become a romance writer, but whatever it is, use your relationships for inspiration in your writing. And the third card is Creative Expression. And it says your soul longs to express itself creatively. So I think because of the situation we find ourselves in at the moment, this is confirmation that you need to be expressing yourself creatively, and using this time really to kind of allow that creativity to flow. Things may have felt quite stagnant of late, and it doesn't matter about it being a work of art or something that you could potentially sell. It's more about the process and just getting your feelings on paper, like this angel is doing here. He's painting the landscape he sees in front of him, but it doesn't have to be painting, it could be writing, like the previous card suggested. And the card that you've got underneath is the Hierophant. Now the Hierophant is very much a spiritual card, it's a higher calling. So to me, your creativity is your higher calling, your life purpose. You were put on this planet to create, and whatever that may be, you know, you're very much being called to kind of focus on that creative channel at the moment. And it might be that what you create through your writing or through your paintings is something that is channeled from your higher self or from source. Can you see there's this staircase with bright light at the top, and he's in kind of meditation pose here, so he's very much connected with the higher realms. So it's about mixing the two, your creativity and spirituality. The two are actually connected. So it's kind of, maybe you're being encouraged to channel things more. So automatic writing, talk to your angels, write down a question to them, get to know your guardian angels, and wait and listen for the answer, and then just write what comes. And I promise you that if it's a genuine answer from your angels, it will always be positive and loving. If it's negative in any way, then it is your ego that is communicating with you and trying to make you feel inadequate, insecure, that you're not good enough. So listen to the guidance your angels are giving you. So a highly spiritual time for you too, I feel, as well, with that card. That it's very much your opportunity to delve into the spiritual side of life a lot more, whether that's through meditation, yoga, or whether it's through your creative processes. So yeah, that's what I have for you. I hope that makes sense. That was a beautiful reading. I'd be very happy with that if I'd picked that, for sure. So positive. See how the messages are so loving. Okay, so now I'm going to go on to reading B, which is the Aventurine Angel. Okay, so we'll see what we have here. Okay. So I'm going to just turn them over and see what we have. Okay, so the first card is Justice. Your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. Okay, that's the first card. The second card is Music. Your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. The third card is Time to Decide. So make a decision based on your heart's true desires. Okay, the next row with the tarot, you've got Queen of Swords. You've got the Devil. And you've got Page of Swords as well. Okay. So the first thing I'm getting is, again, it's quite interesting. So the Justice card springs out for me. So you're very much somebody who has the best interests of others at heart, somebody that wants to fight for fair play. And it could be that you even have a career which means that you bring fairness and protection to others. So whether that's kind of working within the legal sector or public services, it's very much, it could be that you're somebody that is an advocate. And it doesn't necessarily need to be a professional career either. It might be that you're a person that is always kind of talking on behalf of those that are more vulnerable, and you're the one that kind of fights for help for others. You know, it could be that you've got a poorly relative and you want better assistance or aid for them, so you voice your opinion. You're very much a strong, determined person. So if you're not currently somebody that works in the legal sector or advocacy, then I feel that this may be potentially something that you're looking at or have done in the past. What's interesting is that you've got the Queen of Swords underneath. So the Queen of Swords, I just feel that the sword in itself signifies justice, that you've got the sword of power to cut through any obstacles. The Queen of Swords is an air sign traditionally, so Libra, Gemini or Aquarius. Somebody that's very outspoken, determined, an adventurer. See how she's looking out at the mountains, and she's got very strong opinions that need to be expressed. She's very much somebody that fights for causes that are that she feels passionate about, that are close to her heart. And she's also a bit of a free spirit, because can you see the bird flying in the air there? Very much somebody that was an adventurer or is an adventurer, that's well travelled or has the desire to travel. Okay, so the second card was music. Your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. So you either are a musician or you've got an interest in taking up music as a hobby, or even as a career, or maybe it was something that you did in the past that you've kind of put to one side because of other things that have come in, you know, that are just more important right now for you. So you're being encouraged to take up this hobby, pick up your instrument, you know, express yourself creatively through music. It might even be singing, it could be joining a choir. It could be just the power of listening to music. So very much using this time to listen to music, listen to lyrics. It may be that your clairaudience is coming in, so you're naturally more clairaudient, that you receive messages from spirit through the lyrics of songs, or a song that plays on the radio resonates because it has a connection to a past loved one and brings back memories of that past loved one. So yeah, but I feel like if you aren't a musician or you aren't musical in any way, that you do have the capability of being musical, or even working in the music industry in some way. I feel like you are somebody that does have musicality, so whether it's through dance, that's the way that you express yourself, and music like moves your very soul. It really has that ability to really kind of connect with you on an emotional level. And with the devil, I'm getting that it's a bit of a guilty pleasure with your music as well. That it's maybe you don't necessarily have to be a professional musician. If you are, then amazing, and you know the angels are saying congratulations, that's your calling. But it doesn't necessarily mean you do have to do it professionally. With the devil, it's about materialism, so you could actually make money as a result of your musicality and your musical ability. Yeah, the devil is also about temptation. So it might be that you're in the corporate world, but you want to do something more creative, and you're being tempted to kind of delve down another path and try something more creative. And the angels are saying, do it, trust in that calling. I feel like with this man on this card here, he's very much a water being, so like a merman, that he's under the water and he's holding out his hand as if to say, you know, join me, give in to your creativity. This is completely right for you. This is the right path. And you can see that in the corner there's a figure that's looks very kind of anxious and, you know, they're kind of almost tormented. So it could also be the sign that you're that tortured artist in terms of your musicality, and that you haven't been expressing that side of yourself, and that side of yourself needs to be set free. Or maybe that you use your experiences that you've been through emotionally in your music. That's your inspiration. So you kind of tap into the pain, the emotion, and that is when you produce some of your most beautiful work, because it's based on your own experiences, your own emotions. Okay, so the third card is make a decision based on your heart's true desires. So it's basically saying, listen to your heart. If you've come to a crossroads, it's time to decide, and the angels are guiding you with that choice, and they are watching over you as you decide what step to take next on your life path. And it's all about listening to your heart. You know, follow your heart. What is it that makes your heart sing? It's not about what's the logical decision. It's more about what actually makes you happy, truly happy. So listen to that. And you've got under that card the Page of Swords. So again, it's another sword card. So a strong, determined girl. I mean, she's here with a book. I mean, she could be writing music, you know. She's holding light bulbs. So to me, this means that there's going to be a eureka moment, that a light bulb is going to go on all of a sudden, and you know what path to take, what you should do. And she's actually, it looks like she's been walking a tightrope as well, so it's been quite a difficult journey to get to this point. You've worked really, really hard, but can you see how the birds are flying free? It's like, take that leap of faith now. You've done the hard work, so now it's time to reap the reward. And yeah, listen to your heart, and this is going to be a mental change for you. And yeah, it's also associated again with the air signs, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. She's very much somebody that I feel as well is a dreamer. So you can see how, you know, it's almost like she's being pulled upwards by her intellects, and that's because she's very much somebody that has big dreams, big aspirations. But yeah, that's part of your personality. Like, don't be afraid to dream big. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense to you, and I feel like there was a kind of travel aspect with this reading too, because of the air element and the free spirit of this person wanting to explore new horizons and not stay still, always thinking about the next move. So very much associated with the aventurine crystal there as well. So hopefully that made sense for you. So where are we now? That's half an hour, my goodness. This is going to be a long video then. And please, with this video, if there's aspects that don't make sense, just take what you want to from it. You know, this is something for the collective, so these messages are for many people. So the whole point of these readings is to really take from which aspect you're drawn to what you wish to. So yeah, if there's bits that don't make sense, then, you know, that's okay. Take the bits that do. Okay, so third and final reading. This is reading C, and this is the Tiger's Eye. Grounding and protection, Tiger's Eye. It's very good for balancing the root chakra. If you're somebody that lives in your head quite a lot, always thinking, always worrying, then Tiger's Eye is a great crystal to help with that. Okay, so here we go. Reading C, the last reading. Let's hope it's a good one. Okay, this is another interesting reading. So let me go through them. So the first life purpose card is Infinite Abundance. When I look at this angel, I think of Brigid, the goddess of springtime. And it says, you're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. Okay. The second card is Bodywork. And it reads, your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. Okay, and the third card is Oracle cards. And it says, you are able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. The second row for the Light Seers Tarot, you have Three of Cups, you've got Eight of Swords, and you've got the Seven of Wands as well, okay? So this is a bit of a mixture, this reading. So the first thing I'm getting is that you are supported no matter what. Whatever you want to do in life, you are fully supported because you're a multi-talented, multi-skilled person. So it may be that you're not somebody that is just drawn to one thing. You are somebody that engages in many different projects or interests. Maybe you're somebody that tires easily of one thing and you like chopping and changing. Variety is the spice of life. But basically this card is all about reaping the harvest. Can you see all the beautiful fruits that she's carrying? It's the fruits of her labour. You know, she's worked really hard to acquire everything she has in her life, or his life. You're somebody that through dedication and hard work and generosity of heart, you are basically reaping your harvest as a result, which is really, really great. And underneath you have the Three of Cups. Okay, so the Three of Cups is the celebration card. Sorry, that was the aventurine angel falling over. Celebration card. So this is associated with actually sisterhood. So having a close network of girlfriends around you. Could be a celebration between up to 3 people that are involved. Three of Cups is an emotional celebration. So basically you've got people that want to kind of celebrate your success with you, and you know, they've got your back. They think that you're capable of reaching for the stars, even if you don't think that. So hold them close, hold your friends close. I know obviously physically you can't do that in the times that we find ourselves in, but emotionally, energetically hold them close to your heart. They're the ones that are your cheerleaders in life. The Three of Cups is also can be like a big celebration in your life. So it might be that you've started a new career. It could be an engagement, pregnancy. So it's emotional celebrations, that there is, you know, something that is worth celebrating. At the moment, you know, there's something really positive going on in your life, so hold on to that positivity. Okay, so the next card is bodywork. So your life purpose involves bodywork such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. So it could be that your hobbies involve working with the body, so whether that's through health and fitness, nutrition, or it could be that your actual job involves working as a Reiki healer, as a holistic therapist, massage therapist. Also, I get tattoo artist as well from this. Can you see that beautiful Celtic knot tattoo on this angel's back as well? So it's anything that makes the body feel good. It could be beauty therapy, so physical therapy as well. So you could be working in rehabilitation, helping people that way as an occupational therapist, or it could be more to do with what your hobbies involve. So you might be interested in aromatherapy, or learning about Reiki healing, or wanting to kind of work in body art. So yeah, there's many aspects to this card. I feel like this could be a really good professional career for you currently, or it could be something that you're thinking about venturing into. And the card underneath for me is the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is about kind of restriction, that you feel that you're trapped in a way. So it may be that you really want to kind of explore this element career-wise, or as a hobby, but you feel restricted in some way, held back in some way. So what is it that's holding you back from achieving this? It could be that you want to actually make that leap and change your career and be involved in one of these professions to do with body work, but you're concerned about taking that leap when you're so reliant on the materialistic support you have in your current job. So the message I'm getting here is that you should be working towards this gradually. So don't make a huge leap. Take your time, and many small steps are still progress towards your dream. It'll all be worth it in the end. And that, again, you don't have to do this as a paid career. If it's a hobby or an interest, that's great too. And that's confirmation that this is part of your life purpose, that you have the ability to make people feel good through all of these different aspects. So if you're wanting to start a career as a holistic therapist, then you can do it. You're going to be a natural at that. This is part of your life purpose. But you just need to kind of combat the Eight of Swords, which is think about your own anxieties, your own fears. What is it that's holding you back? And let those fears go. She's got the crows around her. And it's basically saying you have got the ability to free yourself. The only thing that's holding you back is your own fears. So you can cut the cords to free yourself from the situation you find yourself in. You may feel stuck, but you have got the ability to make a change, and let you fly, spread your wings, and again, Eight of Swords. So swords are about intellect. So this is like mental struggles that are holding you back. So if you can heal and work through what's holding you back mentally and combat those fears, then you can most definitely do this. So that's a really positive message for you. The next card is Oracle cards. Okay, so you're able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. So you're either somebody that is naturally gifted when it comes to reading oracle cards, or it's a hobby for you. It could also be that you are a Reiki healer or holistic therapist at the moment, but you are thinking about offering oracle cards as an additional service to what you already do. So it may be that not only do you want to focus on people's physical health, but you also want to focus on people's emotional health. So it could be that you're even looking to do some form of course in counselling or spiritual guidance. It could be vision boarding, life coaching, along those lines, that would kind of fit in really nicely with your holistic base. And underneath, you've got Seven of Wands, okay? So Seven of Wands is all about spiritual development. So you can see this lady here, she looks very comfortable in her yoga practice there. So it could be that you're actually in the process of developing your gifts when it comes to psychic sight. It may be trying to tell you that you need to do a course which will enable you to build on your kind of your spiritual aspect of yourself, so delving into that deeper. You could be called to doing mediumship possibly. It could be more to do with using oracle cards for your own self, your own guidance. So it might be that you've always been interested in learning more about oracle cards and their benefits, and you want to investigate that more and work with oracle cards. And it's saying that this will help you to connect with your spirituality, to the higher realms, your inner guidance, your inner self. Yes, this is a really interesting one. I feel like there's so much potential for you, and you have got so many different interests and options available, but the only thing holding you back is yourself and your own insecurities. And it's basically the angels are saying to you, let it go. You are capable, more than capable, of doing what you desire. And you are somebody that is a natural counsellor. People come to you for advice and guidance, whether this is as a friend or a family member, or whether this is actually in a professional capacity, that you do some form of emotional healing work for people. So you're very much somebody that is naturally talented in that area, whether it's reading oracle cards, whether it's mediumship, whether it's life coaching, or actually being a qualified counsellor. You know, you are somebody that is able to be that person to people, to give them advice and guidance, and that's part of your life purpose. So communication is very much something that is important in regards to you, and just looking at that a bit more. Is this about your own hobby, or is this about a potential career, or is this just something that you are to people in life? And that's okay. You know, you've discovered that that's part of your life purpose, the fact that you are this amazing supportive friend or family member that people can come to for advice. And you're seen at this as this very kind of balanced and serene person that is very much in tune with their spirituality in the higher realms. And you're like a calming influence to be around. So that's why people come and talk to you. You're a very good listener. So yeah, hopefully that reading resonated and you took something from that as well. So thank you so much. I'm just going to put my hands into prayer position and thank our guides for being present today, the angels and other light beings, our ancestors and our spirit guides. Thank you for giving us guidance and protection, and we heed your messages. Namaste. So I hope that's been really helpful and insightful for you, and you've taken something from that. I've really loved the opportunity to work with both tarot and angel cards too. So yes, I hope to do more live sessions too. So in the coming days, weeks, I'll try and interact more on my pages now that I have the time. I've been furloughed from my job, so I'll definitely be around a lot more. Okay, well, enjoy the rest of your Saturday and your weekend, and take care. It's a hard time at the moment, you know, emotionally for us all, and just take it gently right now. It's all about self-care, and thinking about your own needs at the moment. So be gentle with yourself, okay? And take care. We'll speak soon.